Hello everyone, my name is Moji. You're watching a Bitcoin Bubble news channel. The issue isn't with all the business owners who are trying to run their companies. I've been one of them. The registering process is what's wrong. The people in Singapore don't have this issue. Japan doesn't have this issue. Oh, I see. This doesn't happen anywhere else. This is a problem that only American Gary Gensler has. If he wants to be a politician, he's done. And he could really make Joe Biden lose the race. Because a lot of people from Gen Z, Gen X, and the younger generation own a lot of cryptocurrency. Of course, not making it easy to sign up also helps all the fake coins appear. Mark Cuban recently had a video chat with Paul Grewal in which he talked about his good thoughts on Bitcoin. He thinks Bitcoin has shown that it can be used as a digital asset and a way to keep value. He compares it to digital gold. Cuban sees Bitcoin as an alternative investment that can protect him from inflation and the value of foreign currencies falling. Bitcoin was worth about $64,000 at the time of their conversation. It had lost less than 1% in value in the previous 24 hours and 5% in value over the previous week. Even though Cuban agrees that Bitcoin's price can change quickly, he thinks that as more people use it, it will eventually level off. Cryptocurrency and investment asset Bitcoin has a lot of good long-term chances, according to Cuban. Do business with you, and it's not to, get around the system. Being self-aware of both the good and the bad things about yourself is very important. When you're honest about that and don't just say da or to the moon, you can now blame Gary Gensler. Doesn't he deserve it? For the most part, though, everyone else doesn't get it. It needs to be explained in easy-to-understand language. That for some, it's just a treasure that brings them together with other people with little cost. In the case of others, it lets them join the banking system. It's an app that makes things easier for other people, that makes them better able to do whatever your app does, whether it's insurance, buying tickets, or texts. Put it in the context of other apps you're going up against to help them see that you're just trying to compete. We can use smart contracts to make things more open, useful, and possible if we can find the right uses for them. Yes, that could be done with a database program. Yes, but you won't have the same level of access that a blockchain does, right? It's a lot harder to make all of that public, publishable, and non-fungible with these other apps. Just be honest. It's like a lottery ticket that lets you into your new favorite place to meet new people and hang out with your new friends. Then you have that dream in the back of your thoughts. A computer nerd I've always been, right? I've always been interested in science. So whenever something new happened, it was my job as an investor in my business to learn more about it. So when crypto finally came along, I paid attention to Bitcoin in its early days. In other words, I opened my first Coinbase account and took my first oh my god test or quiz to get free cryptocurrency. Did those in 2012 or so. Brian called me early, which was a stupid move on my part, and I didn't invest because I didn't fully understand it at the time. But, I always tried to stay up to date and knew what was going on with blockchain. That was really the turning point in 2018, maybe 19. I don't remember exactly when Ethereum and smart contracts became popular, but that was around that time. In my mind, that's what changed the game from a technological point of view. Because being able to have outside sources set off alarms that let different events happen on their own without any help from a person, that's a big deal to me. And I think that opens up a lot of new ways to use it. Not all of them have come to fruition yet, but many of the ones we started are. I'm not sure what that is yet. The app has to be something that grandma wants to use. Think about the early days of the iPhone and the App Store. The iPhone came out in 2007, but Instagram and Snapchat didn't come out until 2011 and 2012, respectively. There was some doubt that Facebook would only be a web-based app. Could they get a cell phone? Crypto hasn't been used in a way that makes it commonplace yet. That's what's really missing today. For example, I think that using NFTs for tickets and all kinds of textbooks in the future could be useful. If we can get everything set up, they'll pay royalties all the way down the chain. Even though there are a lot of great apps out there, we still don't have that one app that does everything. Like when we taught grandma how to post pictures on Facebook and then Instagram, we need something similar for crypto. It was around 2018 or 2019 when we first set it up and began taking Bitcoin. We were selling thousands of dollars worth of tickets and goods every month in Dogecoin when it was really popular. That was always a lot of fun. I don't mind how people choose to pay for it. Technology controls everything. In fact, that works out well for crypto. Kids are used to getting apps, like Coinbase, Robinhood, or anything else. That's something they do all the time now. And I think that's a big reason why Gen Z and youth are often much more comfortable with crypto than with banking. Even though banks have apps, the rules and regulations that banks have to follow just to send basic information and make transactions make it hard and expensive for people who that $10 in transaction fees over a day, a month, a week, or whatever it is a big deal. I feel old, even though I'm only 25 years old. So I've seen everything. Well, that's how new tools work. And you can see that in crypto. And it all comes down to this: as apps become more common, confidence grows. What makes crypto different? I think it's a sign of how marketing and selling are changing, whether it's for clothes or politics. Community is something I talk about a lot on Shark Tank. Community is what makes crypto work. When you can buy something for $10 or $15 like Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, Bitcoin, Ethereum, or something else, then you go to the moon, online or on social media. You got your little dog, your rocket, and the moon. What makes it different is that dream of getting rich. But because everyone has the same goal, it makes the group stronger. That's what I think the SEC is missing. This is what people who don't know about crypto are losing. We can talk about the uses, benefits, and chances to get information that crypto can give us. The database, the safety features of blockchain, the difference between proof of work and proof of stake, and all that other stuff. It's basically about